Hi, good morning. This is Tanya, the Lady Strange. I know it's been quite a while since I filmed a YouTube video. Um, as you all know around from watching my previous videos or that, Tanya's a bit all over the place sometimes. Just like many other people, I deal with depression, anxiety, sometimes anger management issues. Also, I have been honestly spending a lot of time learning new things on a spiritual level, and with my tarot cards, and oracle cards, and crystals. I'm reading a book on how the tarot works with, or how, for example, the Crowley Soft deck here works and is inspired or corresponds to the Kabbalah. And um, also, it's a very in-depth book. So to me, instead of being, it's more of a college textbook that I'm working with and reading, and also creating my own tarot notebook / grimoire as a start, as a companion. So it is very in-depth. The book is called The Kabbalistic Tarot. It is I consider it more of a 301, 401 level, like sort of like a very high third or fourth year college level book. Now, I've not been this disciplined when it comes to researching. Most of my tarot for the past quite a while, more than the past few years, has been intuitive with a few minor readings. This is trying to level up. Level up is the goal, more knowledge. I have a thirst for knowledge. I'm finding it very enlightening. It's helping me to recreate with my Crowley Soft Tarot here specifically. So again, the constant need to learn, evolve, and connect with my spiritual self, my cards, and my intuitive gifts is something that I have always liked, but have not truly always honored or devoted to myself. So again, that's a bit where I've been, is learning, reading about tarot cards, more ceremonial magic, connecting and learning more with the deity Hecate, which I worship. And just most of all, trying to be a better and best version of myself, for myself, and to show up for everyone. So here, as you see, this is a new segment I'm trying. As you all know, I am a tarot card collector, enthusiast, and reader. I'm also been more of a medium and working more with my psychic gifts. But again, I've been reading tarot cards since the age of 18. My intuitive gifts, I know, have gone back much further at an earlier age, but I discovered the tarot cards officially at the age of 18. And then the actual oracle cards, these I've been more, I've never fully connected with up until maybe the past 2 years, give or take. And when you find the right oracle cards in the right tarot deck, and it speaks to you and connects to you in so many levels, it is so fulfilling on all levels, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and grounding. And just, it's nice to have such lovely, beautiful companions and allies in your working, in your everyday life. Now, I work primarily with the Crowley Soft deck. This is, of course, the Night Blooming Flowers Oracle, and the Moonology, the original Moonology Oracle deck. These are not part of my current daily pull, but I do work with them for my weekly readings, reading for clients, and on occasion for myself. At another segment, I will actually show you regarding my actual daily pull card decks that I work with. Now, as you can see here, that's where I keep my crystals for my weekly reading or daily pull or inspiration. There's my selenite that I do for my readings and my intuitive connection. And then I am today burning, just to show you, some lovely, amazing forest HEM incense. It is one of my top favorite incenses to work with. It is potent without being strong, calming, connecting, and does make you think of a very earthy smell without being like a pine, and very masculine, but not in an overwhelming way. And of course, as you see, one of my current addictions and what I highly recommend is the candles from Witch City Wicks in Salem. They put so much love, care, and devotion and thought into their candles. They last for many hours, many hours. I've used them for as many uses as I can. I have quite a small collection myself. I order them from their site, Witch City Wicks, and I also have purchased them in Salem. That's how I found them originally. They're on Essex Street. Such a lovely, amazing shop, and such an experience to go to. So if you go to Salem, Massachusetts, please stop by there. And there's such a lovely Instagram site. Their music has inspired me and introduced me to things that I have never known. So yes, so I want to mention that for my love of candles, and how they help me with my intuitive work, my meditation, for their lovely scent, and just overall for ambiance. As you can see, one of my favorite ones, or newer ones, is Black Clove. Reminds me of my 90s, early 2000s days where I went to the bars and I was just young, fun, and coming into my knowledge, my power, my magic, and of course myself as an adult. There is obviously Type O Negative one here, Love You to Death. We know I'm obsessed and in love with Type O Negative. So that's obviously, they have a love for that also. So that's their Love You to Death candle. And of course, their Valentine's one that I got as a gift, Bloody Kisses, from my husband, Matt. So this candle has an amazing scent. I wish I had 100 of them now that I started using it. So on with ramblings. I wanted to present my weekly reading in more of a intimate format, besides my my Facebook site of Under a Full Moon tarot card readings, which is available there, but I wanted to present that there. Here, should I say here, besides there, this weekly reading is maybe just a tad bit more insightful or interactive. Also, it's posted on my Instagram, which is Little Miss Scarol 79. So here is the weekly crystal reading and tarot and oracle reading. Again, thanks for bearing with me and giving me a chance. Again, this is something I've been wanting to do and share on a more detailed level. But again, I have to have more discipline, motivation, and intention. But again, me, as everyone else in the world, is a constant work in progress, and evolution. So this week's crystal, it's hard kind of to see against the background, but that is obsidian. Obsidian is one of my top 5 favorite stones. I highly recommend it for anyone, no matter whether or not you are spiritual, whether you're connected with your empathic energy on a conscious or unconscious, subconscious level. It is great for protection, and protection means not only spiritual and energetical protection and psychic protection, because whether or not you work with or consciously work with energies, they're there. Let's face it, there's a lot of toxic things in this life. This life is really fucking hard sometimes and unbearable. And the people and situations we have to deal with also are the same way. Meaning work, in the case if you're like me and work with people in customer service, then that is really, I hate to say it, but honestly really fucking negative. You see the true nature of people and the negative sides of things, which is not necessarily beneficial. But again, also the ability to help others in a different form is also, has taught me a lot, even on my card reading and psychic and intuitive level when working with clients. So there's a benefit to it. Also, life's hard. We all have bills. We all have homes of some sort or rent. We all have family members, toxic friends, and just the need to want more and health issues and to feel better. So this obsidian here, just again, is one of my top 5 ones. I wear several for protection because I'm an empath and because of my job and because honestly, my challenge in this life is to be grounded. I'm an energetic sponge. So I'm learning more and more each day about boundaries and to be better for myself with the boundaries. But also obsidian, besides being highly protective energetically and even on a physical level for things such as driving or your home property, and everything else, it's also great on a spiritual and intuitive level. It helps you to develop your empathy skills. It helps you to keep boundaries. It helps you to connect with, if you're like me, with otherworldly or underworld energies and with Hecate. Also, it is great for, obsidian mirrors are great for scrying. So this week, this one, before I continue to ramble, actually is for reminding us, because this week, as you'll see in the cards, it's going to be very challenging, so buckle up. I know I've been buckling up a lot lately, but it appears it's going to be a continuous week of that. So this reminds us to stay grounded in ourselves and to set our boundaries. And also the need to feel emotionally and feel and be protective for ourselves and from those that are around us. And here is the weekly actual reading, which is, of course, challenge. And as you can see, this oracle card has beautiful night blooming flower on it. This deck I got at Witch City Wicks, of course, in Salem, I believe about 2 years or so. Such a lovely deck. Of course, I love the darker aesthetic of things. I love the color black. I love horror movies, darker literature, poetry, darker crystals, such as the obsidian. It speaks to my intuition more so. So this deck, I feel, has a lot of emotional connection. So again, this week is going to be challenges, and the companion is the original Moonology Oracle deck. This deck is quite lovely. It's great for beginners. It has, as you can see, different moon phases on it. This one is the new moon in Aquarius. And it has a lovely art. The colors are beautiful. Like, they're different shades of blue, purple, lavender, orange, some red. They speak well to your subconscious and your energy. So even the colors for different things will speak to you. They're very calming and soothing. They're straightforward, so there's not a lot of guesswork on it, or a lot where you really have to look at the guide work. As much as it's intuitive, they have a message on it. Now, they're strong and firm, so it's 100% gentle, but again, they are gentle enough where they're not in your face, like a lot of my tarot cards are and such, that basically slap you in the face and tell you about your lessons, or that the problem is you. Which often is, the problem can be ourselves. I know my problem a lot of the time is myself, or what I'm not learning and growing with, or that I'm not responding to or moving forward with. So this one says, bring love into the situation. So with the challenges that are going to be experienced this week, it does indicate that the best approach is to approach it with love and peace, as my reading says, and to add love into it. Whether or not there's going to be some betrayal, not only by others or someone that maybe you did not expect, maybe a job change, a loss in relationship, an actual ending or dynamics. That's what the Ten of Swords means. It also means that it's also part of, honestly, the swords have a lot to do They are a air energy for the elements and a lot to do with mental energy. In many cases also, honestly, with actions and feeling. The sword can be double-edged as what a sword is. It can be for defense or it can be for harm. So in this case is because of the challenge this week, there's going to be some type of harm. And it's going to be more than likely, it's probably going to be on a more of an energetic level versus physically. However, it's don't beat yourself up over it and don't be too anxiety. Yes, that's fucking hard to do. I need to practice what I preach, but I'm trying. Best thing to do again is to move forward and approach it with love. And again, from every new beginning, from every new ending, comes some other beginning's end. I said that song lyric wrong from Semisonic. So wrong of me. I'm not going to edit this video, but we all know that it was one of my favorite songs back 20-something years ago, to date myself, of my age, but yeah. So, thanks for giving this video a chance. And again, this is my weekly tarot reading for the week of January 26th. Okay, thanks for watching, and thanks for giving us a chance and viewing my channel. Also remember to check out my Facebook page under a Dark Moon Tarot Readings. That's where you can reach me or DM me or email me for a reading if you're interested. My prices are very reasonable, as I consider from other readers that I have gone to throughout the many years and still deal with. Also visit my Instagram, Little Miss Scarell79, if you're interested in things tarot related, oracle related, crystal related, witchcraft related, or even like heavy metal or music things like Typo Negative, and the concerts and stuff I go to with my husband, and of course horror movies. Huge horror enthusiast here. And we're already setting up for 6 months from now a convention that we're going to be vending at, and my husband's going to be actually speaking at and be a guest at. And my husband's channel is You Enjoy Horror Movies. I highly recommend that. Oh my God, his freaking collection and video. If you're a horror fan, I'm just honored to have it as part of mine by marriage and to be able to have access to that. And his endless knowledge, his channel is great. So check out Matt's channel at You and Your Horror Movies for YouTube and his Instagram. With all of that, I hope this all finds you doing well. And again, hopefully this winter weather soon, as it's cold where I'm filming. I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, thank you for giving this a chance.